Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another reaction video for today, and it's time for the final preview. I didn't even know there was other previews early. For Resident Evil Requiem, of course, which comes out in like a month now. I can't wait. I'm actually going to probably play some Resident Evil games on stream most likely during February. I don't know. I think I might just go back to 7. I think 7, maybe 8 too, but 7, yeah, it's been a while, so I think it's time to go back to the classic. Not that old shit. This is the real stuff. not that old stuff. The kind of old stuff. No, it's been a while since I played it. Maybe I'll play Village also. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, this is a lot of hands-on, whatever, from IGN. Let's go! We're gonna get new gameplay too, yes. Oh yes. Yes, yes!
With the triumphant return
so
of Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil Requiem is forced to straddle an awkward line between all-out action and methodical survival horror. I'll be honest, before getting my hands on the game and seeing the transition in action, I was extremely skeptical that Capcom would be able to create
Why is Caseohs trying to kill you?
a coherent experience involving both
Nice
Leon
dodge.
and Grace, the latest highly vulnerable protagonist.
I wasn't worried about that. I think they do a good job of like balancing in some other games. Ones where it's action focused and then you have to hide. Like I thought Village did a good job of having that. Hell, even Resident Evil like 4 remake in the original had moments where you have to be vulnerable and then not. I wasn't worried about that at all. There he is.
Over here.
Hey, over here.
Between their polar opposite styles sounds jarring, which is almost never a good thing. And although it's been a while, it's not like we haven't been burned by Capcom's desire to push the series towards action.
Well, spoilers, damn. I feel like that because the marketing for the beginning of this was all about this fucking creature chasing Grace. I guess it might not be dead, to be fair.
But I'm pleased to share that, from my all too brief 3 hours of hands-on time with Resident Evil Requiem, not only does this design really work, but there's also a lot more going on than just a merging of Resident Evil's greatest hits.
Oh, yucky. Stinky. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, there's like a thing you can get for her where it blows up zombies.
Started with a short test drive of Leon, and Resident Evil 4 muscle memory kicked in immediately. Make no mistake, this plays just like the recent remake, enhanced with some new clever additions suitable for a veteran badass. Leon is more handy than ever, with a deadly hatchet that he can swing mercilessly added to his regular arsenal.
So sick. The fucking hatchet. Get that chainsaw, bro. I need it.
Eve axes found in the world, can perform new contextual finishing moves.
Oh, so yeah, buddy.
And finally wield the violent chainsaw.
Yes. So long waiting for him to be able to use that goddamn chainsaw. It's like compared to Halo 1 and Halo 2, where Halo 1 you see the energy store but can't use it. Halo 2, grab that bitch. It's time to use it.
Once a time when Leon feared the chainsaw, but now Leon has become Chainsaw, destroyer of ghouls.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I got the reference.
After a short 15 minutes, the gameplay shifted perspective to Grace Ashcroft, Requiem's second protagonist, picking up her journey immediately after the events of the previous demo.
I feel like that maybe it's like the field of view is a little weird when you're in first person. I don't know.
I wrote about in August last year. Grace and Leon are polar opposites. Gone with the tense gunfights and forward momentum of Resident Evil 4, as I was immediately thrust into what felt like a sterile, white, clean version of Resident Evil 7. For the next 2 hours, I explored the Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center, a somewhat traditional Resident Evil mansion that contains much of what you might expect among its rooms and corridors, but with plenty of new surprises. Surprises that
was she just getting bit then?
Mostly arise thanks to Grace's abilities, or rather, lack thereof. Much like in the previous demo, Grace's section was focused almost exclusively on survival horror. She is armed with a small pistol that she finds in the environment, but her firepower and combat skills are negligible compared to our favourite floppy-haired icon. Where Leon can roundhouse kick zombies in the face, Grace
like
makes
a fucking Chad.
Push. Leon is all out assault, but the best course of action for Grace is slow and deliberate stealth. Because if you do try to take some of the new enemies head on, you're gonna have a bad time.
Whoa, chill out.
A new and much celebrated stalker enemy, a towering, hunched, bug-eyed warden. But even within the span of my short 3-hour session, I was introduced to another two, giving me the impression that Resident Evil Requiem won't have one Mr. X or Nemesis-like
45 of them,
but rather several smaller pursuers that seem to guard certain wings.
Back it up! You better back it up!
Most notable was a hulking.
I'm playing this on easy mode. I don't give a fuck.
Blubber called Chunk, who burst through the wall and into my heart as he slowly but surely.
He is kind of cute.
Found his way through the
little
halls,
weird way.
stairwells,
He looks like a Little Nightmares character.
And into my heart as he slowly but surely ground his way through the halls, stairwells, and doorways in pursuit of me. Uniquely, Chunk fills the space entirely, so your only chance of survival is to find and navigate loops.
I'm sorry, calling him Chunk makes him less scary. Oh, it's Chunk!
Built into the level design in order to outmaneuver the walking madhouse. It's a clever design that generates a somewhat living, breathing wall of terror, and one you can't simply sidestep or combat roll away from.
Holy fuck! Why are you so fat?
Like escape last year, Chunk is cleverly implemented into the context of traditional safe rooms. Where the room's bright light caused the previous stalker pain, Chunk simply can't physically squeeze his sheer mass through the door, making sure that there's a logical justification for a room of respite. As well as Chunk, I also ran into a 7-foot-tall hulking unit masquerading as a chef, who, until he noticed me...
This is an example of shutting down. This is an example of a character that remembers a little bit of what they used to be, I guess.
He was completely
like they talked about in that showcase.
Chores. This soon-to-be stalker wasn't yet in searching mode. Rather, he was fulfilling, I assume, his pre-infection duties. And this kind of behavior isn't unique to the chef.
7 feet tall, bro.
Resident Evil Requiem, the traditional zombie fodder, is just as much a star of the show. You see, zombies not only talk now, but also have their own personalities.
Yeah.
The undead are no longer unfortunate generic lost souls, but rather husks that retain a smidge of living personalities, hanging out in a space that they once occupied. There's the lounge singing Shrieker in the bar area, who, before being alerted, entertains herself by belting out a ditty. There are the zombies who are formerly patients in recovery that insist on wheeling around their drip stands, which are then, unsurprisingly, wielded as a weapon when they get aggroed. Some zombies hate loud noises and will repeatedly yell at you if you even so much as smash a vase. And then there's the one that loves nothing more than turning lights on and off until you rudely interrupt him.
That sucks, though. No, I'll turn the light off.
If it's not clear by now, Resident Evil Requiem, aside from being packed with action and fear, is also now funny. Something that the series has never, at least intentionally...
It's a little like... oh, come on, bro. What do you mean? This was... What a Chad. Look at him. I was thinking of, like, Day of the Dead. Anybody ever watch Day of the Dead? Great movie. Yeah, the zombie there was, like, kind of human, you know?
Creeps around the hospital, there's the continual threat that around every corner awaits horror, or laughter, or sometimes even both. When you can hear the undead nattering away in a room you know you have to enter to achieve your next objective, it's hard to know whether to be scared or have a good chuckle. On paper, this sounds like it could be awful. I'm aware of that. But honestly, it's so good. I love...
None about it sounds bad. I mean, anything could be bad, I guess.
So hard when I caught one particular dopey zombie red-handed, both literally and figuratively, lifting a large and importantly red canister to throw my way. I'm sure you can imagine what happened next.
Oh no.
The zombie fodder isn't just around to entertain and quickly be disposed of, though.
Guy that has exploded, I assume.
The undead are a significant threat, always moving a little faster than you anticipate. Their fallen corpses also pose a significant conundrum, as they have the ability to turn into blister heads. A reinvention of Resident...
they're doing wait, did they say that before? They're doing the shut up. Let me remember. They're called... Oh fuck, I forgot what they're called in the remake.
Resident Evil remakes Crimson Heads
for
a new generation that reanimate with a bulbous cranium and become significantly tougher to take down. Fortunately, Grace has a new tool at her disposal. A hemolytic injector that weaponizes the buckets of blood lying around the place. Seriously, it's everywhere.
So if you do that, they won't come back as blisterheads?
Creating a lethal injection that can be used as a preventative measure against blisterheads when injecting a fallen enemy, and as a stealth attack against anything that's still moving. Beyond the new enemy types, playing as Grace does feel familiar.
That's why it was like, oh, it was too strong.
Played either Resident Evil 7 or
his ribcage, I saw it.
Although
let's take a look at that
does
ribcage.
feel familiar if you've played either
There it is.
Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 2. Although obviously it leans more towards the latter if you choose to play as Grace in third person. You're exploring a huge mansion with locked doors, there are obtuse puzzles to solve, antique coins to find that can upgrade your equipment, Mr. Raccoons to shoot, safe rooms with a typewriter for saving and a storage box for inventory management, and so forth. Leon, however, can brute force open certain doors that Grace can't, and it's far more aggressive.
I love how this video is all about, like, yeah, Grace kind of sucks, but Leon, fuck yeah.
Compared to Grace's methodical stealth. You can
melee!
Also
stop shooting melee!
Leon in first person,
melee! What are you fucking doing? Kick her! What are you doing? Kick her! I guess that's cool. Never mind, I take it back.
I can't help but think Capcom built the game with Leon in third person and Grace in first person in mind, but it's hard to complain about more choice, despite knowing deep down the development team surely had a preference.
Okay. So
my demo ended
through a fucking bottle
with a second all too short stint as Leon, which allowed me to revisit sections of the care center I'd previously experienced with Grace. Interestingly, this section demonstrated perhaps my favourite element of this hybrid experience. Leon is also exposed to some of the tougher combat encounters that I'd suffered through as Grace.
So, wait, are they going to say that, like, if you... Alright.
Although the perspective, much like my viewpoint of choice, is very different. When I met Chunk as Grace, I immediately retreated and was forced into a game of cat and mouse.
Leon's just like, alright, fuck this fat bitch.
The threat is intimidating and encourages you to tread lightly. As Leon, however, emboldened by my newly acquired shotgun, I felt instantly trigger happy, unloading shells right up into Chunk's face and launching hatchet attacks on his head as part of a fight that felt somewhat reminiscent of the El Gigantic.
Exactly what I was thinking of.
4. To Grace, Chunk and his fellow creeps are stalkers. To Leon, they're targets. This ethos was reaffirmed when taking on a wave of blisterheads with Leon at the end of my playtime. With Grace, I waited patiently for a stealth attack opportunity. With Leon, I was hurling hand grenades and throwing axes for fun.
Yeah, I'm chunking his ass.
This year is the 30th anniversary of the Resident Evil series, so it feels like no coincidence that 2026's Resident Evil Requiem is combining the best ideas of the saga into what appears to be a fantastically constructed tribute to everything that makes the series so great. Do you like tense survival horror? It's here. Want to go guns blazing with intense action and a quip-obsessed hero? You get to do that too. Do you prefer playing Resident Evil games in first or third person? Doesn't matter. You can do either. All of these choices, along with my fears of
I'm sorry, that shot is so sick.
Person,
of Leon.
Doesn't matter. You can do either.
Look at that. Wait, can I get a better, like, more clear shot? No, wait, hold on. His face is look a little weird. Blow this fucking guy's head off. There you go.
All of these choices, along with my fears of a jarring play experience being mostly squashed, make it easy to believe that Capcom's bold move to have its cake and eat it is going to pay off in a big way. If you like that video and want to find out more about Resident Evil Requiem, why not check out my previous preview, where I discuss another stalker enemy in great detail. And for everything else, be sure to stick.
Dude, I'm gonna hate the beginning of this game. It's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. I already said I was gonna stream it. I'm dreading it, bro. I really am. I'm terrified of it. I'm scared. I'm scared of a pussy hold me. Anyway. There you go, Resident Evil Requiem, the final preview. There you go, that's it. Bye. I mean, all right, maybe I shouldn't end it. I should talk about it. I mean, they showed just more gameplay here for sure. It seemed pretty good. Chunk, fucking Chunk. I wonder if Leon was actually about to kill Chunk there, or just incapacitate him, or it's gonna be like the IGN guy said, that it's just gonna keep introducing stalker enemies. And I'm wondering if it's full on, like when you're playing as Grace, you go through and whatever, and if you decide not to kill certain enemies, you just run away from them. Then Leon, when you're playing as Leon, then you'll have to deal with those characters that Grace didn't kill, and vice versa maybe at times. That would be interesting. So I mean, of course, as Leon, you're probably going to end up killing everybody. So, I'm excited for the Leon stuff, just because, you know, that's more my speed when it comes to Resident Evil stuff. And I know people will say Resident Evil 7 is obviously, you know, it's a scary game. But, it is, definitely is. But, I don't know, there's something about it that, like, at a certain point, yeah, I mean, it just turns into an action game, you know. So, anyway, that's it. Resident Evil Requiem, the final preview. That's it. Bye.